Y, X, B, A, up, down, start, Y, B, X, up, down. What the heck? Imagine you had a cheat code in life like Grand Theft Auto, and you could basically print money out of thin air. That is essentially what whale wallets and established people in cryptocurrency are doing right before your eyes. The rich just keep getting richer, even in cryptocurrency. It's supposed to be decentralized, but they're still getting richer. Is it the tools? Is it the money? Is it all of the connections that they have? And are they really working for the billions of dollars they receive? I'm gonna tell you a little secret. No, they don't. The richest 10% of the global population currently take home 52% of the income. The poorest half of the global population, they just earn only a measly 8%. On average, an individual from the top 10% will earn $122,000, but an individual from the bottom half will earn just $3,920. And combine that with the fact that 771 million people, that is 1 out of every 10 people on planet Earth, lack access to safe water. But yeah, you could buy a Bored Ape Yacht Club for 106.9 ETH, currently worth $356,939. ApeCoin is the perfect example of greed. Being able to print millions of dollars out of thin air and then using people like you and me as exit liquidity or a way to cash out of the market, I'm tired of it. Don't get me wrong, I am the top 10%. I've managed to make myself there, and I do have access to clean water, and I live in a great country. But as a person that came from nothing, growing up, watching my family scrape together pennies just to make ends meet, I had to arm myself with this knowledge. And what I want to do for you guys is arm you with the same knowledge. This education will allow you the ability to fight back. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how the whales have been able to print money, how they're going to do it in the future, how they continue to spam it like a GTA glitch, and how you can protect yourself from all of these very bad people. Keep watching. What's going on, everybody? Alex back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about ApeCoin. I'm going to go into an extremely deep dive into this coin. Everybody wants to know what it is. Everybody wants to know if it's a good investment in the future. I'm going to try to lay out as many facts as I possibly can. Now, I did recently move into my new office, so excuse me, I've been slowing down on the videos, but I will continue to pump them out. If you appreciate this content, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, share it with a friend. Oh, if you're smart. I mean, you could turn on the actual post notifications so you get notified first of these time-sensitive videos. Also, towards the end of this video, I'm actually going to give you all of the tabs that I use to research this process. So all you have to do is head on over to the website, put in your email, and you will get emailed, again, all of the clickable links. So everything talked about in this video, you'll be able to pull it up for yourself, read the articles for yourself, so you could take responsibility for yourself. And that is what I promote always on this channel, for people to do their own research and take responsibility for their own life. So again, I'll give you that, all of it, all the links used in this, and nobody does that. So do me a favor, like the video for that. Now, if we come over here to ApeCoin, you can see the market cap's $2.4 billion. Now, for a meme coin, that's not bad. It's ranked number 57. There's been corporations that have done much more, so much more, not only corporations, but also cryptocurrency, groups that have done much more and have been around for much longer that have less market caps, than what they currently have, which is $2.4 billion. Now, if you look at the price, it's just been weird. Okay. It's been really, really weird. And they did have the story that they got launched on a lot of centralized exchanges. So I'm going to try to break down pretty much all the details, even the details that they try to leave out and try to hide. And I've gone onto the blockchain itself to uncover some of these. So you'll get some blockchain investigation. But basically, what is ApeCoin? ApeCoin was created by, the Ape Foundation. These people typically are in part of the Bored Ape Yacht Club collection, which one of the biggest collection, I think it's the second or first biggest collection in cryptocurrency right now. And they have, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, as well as some other collections. And basically, this is supposed to be the coin that allows people to spend money in their metaverse. So once all of these collections combine into one metaverse, you'll be able to buy and sell things in the game that they're creating. It's supposed to be similar to Ready Player One. So that's coming out soon. And what they want to do is allow you to use this token in the game. Now, if we look at what's actually going on, we have a couple of people here. Some people from the original co-founder of Reddit, FTX Exchange, Sound Ventures, different places, Horizon Labs, Animica Brands, right? These people are with high credibility within the cryptocurrency space and very, very rich. Bringing it back kind of to the original intro that I was talking about, I do believe to a certain extent they are taking advantage and they're spamming this infinite money loop. They keep using it over and over again. They used it in 2017. Now they're currently using it in 2020, even still to today's date, right? So their ability to basically print money. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. It's no joke. It's actually like printing money is similar to if you're playing a Grand Theft Auto game. It's absolutely ridiculous in my eyes. But again, if we just look at what they're doing, right? I think you kind of see it right here. So the token allocation's a little bit ridiculous, okay? So 8% goes to Bored Ape Yacht Club founders and 14% go to launch contributors. And I do have a specific on-chain example showing what launch contributors do. For example, like, the actual services they provide to this token launch, which, is not that big and they get paid ridiculous amounts of money. And then you can see that some go to Yuga Labs and charity. So like a significant portion, almost 38% go to these original founding people, and they actually have no responsibility over it, which is really ridiculous. If you're going to be a Web3 type of open, fair launch system, you shouldn't have 38% on original mint allocated to yourself, and then you have no responsibility over the project in the future. I think this is something that's broken in cryptocurrency. I'll explain all of the regulation and guidelines and how they've been able to bypass so much regulation. They got caught in 2017, not them specifically, but there was a lot of actors got caught in 2017, and they're just finding loopholes because the actual lawmaking system is just way too slow. I want to jump into exactly what their thought process is. What are the whales' thought process, right? How can you benefit from it? How could you benefit from this? How could you make money from this? These are the questions I want to answer. So if we look at their proposals, the two biggest, most viewed proposals, like the two biggest ones by far, by views, are staking proposals. Now, the reason behind this is because, again, they want to make money. They want the value of the coin to go up. So they incentivize people to stake their coins and get rewards. So it decreases the amount of ape tokens that fall off or get sold on an exchange, okay? And this is deflationary tactic is used in Ethereum and other coins that have these staking abilities. Not only that, but think about it. If you have if you got the initial claim or the airdrop of $150,000 at the time of them launching USD, which is worth way more now, but if you got that original claim, let's say you had 3 Bored Ape Yacht Clubs and a couple of the other collections that they, allowed you to claim tokens with. Well, now you have so much staking power. Not only can you make these decisions go your way, but also you're going to get a lot of the rewards. And this is, again, the problem I keep having is because the people that are the wealthiest, the richest, that have the most money are the only ones really benefiting. Yes, staking will allow the coin to appreciate in price. Yes, if you buy the coin, you can get a small share, which is worth like $15, and it's relatively cheap and allows people to get it. But again, the people that control everything they have the most coins. They're going to stake the most. They're going to be able to pass these proposals that, benefit them the most. It's basically controlled by the rich at this point. Very controlled at the rich. And as you can see here, it's funny I'm saying that because they're actually against it. There's more people against it than for it right now on both staking proposals. And this is how it typically happens with Web3 products. They make it seem like there's voting, but people have majority of the supply. Like there's literally a concentration, and everybody we know is rich because these Bored Ape Yacht Club, collections, any of them, the floor is like a $383,000 or something like that. So, I can't even afford that at this point, just to be honest with you guys. And I'm not going to buy it just to flex like a lot of influencers. I actually have practicality, okay? I like buying things with practicality, okay? I'm not going to just throw away my money. But again, Yuga Labs is really behind the story. They were the ones that really put together everything. And they were the original creators of the Bored Ape Yacht Club collection. So to a certain extent, I believe they have some type of pool. But remember, they got also a whole bunch of the free mints of their own products. So they're just cashing out repeatedly over and over again. So if we also look at this one specific case, right, because remember, there's like the initial contributors, right? there's actually this research group. Alameda basically is one of the biggest investors in crypto. They're all over. If you look at on chain, they're all over. And the original launch collection launched March 17th. But if we come over here, you could see that there's some movement. Okay, there was some movement before the 17th. This is, for example, what like initial contributors do. In this case, I believe they were the ones that got the actual coin onto multiple exchanges. So if you go to Coinbase, for example, when you have a new coin, there's kind of this research process you have to go through. But something with like Bored Ape Yacht Club, founders, right? Something that has a lot of credibility can probably pass a lot easier through. So you could see that, before the 17th, which was the original launch on March 3rd, they got a whole bunch of the token allocation. I believe it was 750,000, right? From the Gnosis safe proxy, which is the original minting address. This is where all the coins were minted, right? And they got sent some to Coinbase, Binance, right? As you can see here, Binance services deposited. There's more Coinbase, OKEX, FTX. Some was sent to this token millionaire. Some was active on Binance Smart Chain. I don't know. FTX deposit. All I know is that they got allocated 750,000 before the 17th, March 17th, which was the original airdrop date. They put them on all of these centralized exchanges. All of the centralized exchanges pretty much agreed to, hey, we're going to launch this token on the 17th as well. So it's ridiculous, right? It's ridiculous that there's just so much power between the select few in cryptocurrency. Now, don't get me wrong, there's liquidity, right? You need liquidity on centralized exchanges, and this is necessary to a certain extent. But we have never seen something like this before. And I know that the only reason they put it on these centralized exchanges is to let retail buy, to a certain extent, cash out, right? So they're going to sell a lot to retail. That's the purpose of it, which is basically exit liquidity. Now, to a certain extent, they're also giving shares to the average person. So I think it's not the worst thing. Like, it's just normal, right? You want to launch a new coin, you put it on centralized exchanges, the centralized exchange promotes it and sells it for you, and you get to sell your coin, and you get to get like real dollars for that. I would really hope they use these funds in the future to build like a real metaverse or whatever the case is. But we basically had this happen in the past. This is nothing new. So in 2017, and I have some screenshots here from 2016, as you can see, there's like massive altcoin rallies. I mean, 1,000% increases. I mean, Phantom, even back in the day, you could see 816%. Look, we don't see these numbers anymore. 1,366% in 7 day, 4,445%. A lot of altcoins that did really well. And basically, the story I want to tell you is there was a whole ICO craze. Now, look at the top 10 as well. If we look at the top 10 on March 2016, you could see that none of the coins up here are currently up here except for like XRP and Ethereum and Bitcoin. And these are like the only 3 top 10 right now that are currently still there. So the point I'm trying to make is these coins come and go, and the original founders typically make a lot of money. Now in 2017, they call them initial coin offerings. So they basically did the same thing they're doing now with these airdrops, right? Because now it's airdrops, but in 2016, 2017, it was called initial coin offerings, where you can actually invest. And I remember investing in EOS and a lot of other coins and receive tokens for your Ethereum. So you would give them your Ethereum and you'll get a certain allocation of the tokens, right? But the problem with that is that there was, a Securities Act, right, called the Howey test that violated a lot of these ICOs and basically, hit them with fines and hit them with fees. And some people even went to jail. So they are circumventing all of that by putting themselves in a position to be truly decentralized. And this is the money glitch that I want to tell you guys about. This is the thing that they keep doing over and over again. It's almost like there's this group of credibility, like super credible people. And what they're doing is essentially ICOing in a way that bypasses the Howey test so they don't get in trouble. And then it's even worse than ICOs, in my personal opinion, because at least with ICOs, you're telling them, hey, I'm going to give you these coins, and then the money you give me, I have a responsibility to maintain the project. That's what they said in the ICO days. But now what they're doing is like, hey, give me your money for this ape token, right? And I have no responsibility because I don't own the project. And I'm just an initial contributor. And after 6 months, I don't have to look at the project again. And it's decentralized. So yeah, let me mint 38% of the supply. I'm going to keep it for myself. I'm going to keep 38% of the supply for myself. And yeah, I have no responsibility over the project. It's decentralized. So you just use it, and it just works by itself. and I don't need to be involved. That's basically what they're doing. And let me give you evidence to back that up. If a token network does not rely or transitions stop relying on a small centralized group of people, tokens on that network are not securities, and therefore disclosure rules meant to protect investors should no longer apply. So basically, if they don't have centralized control over it, which by the way, they're circumventing their centralized control in 6 months, according to the Ape, initial founding group. They will not be on the founding board anymore in 6 months, or people will vote. People will vote, even though people are probably going to vote. Remember, they have a lot of the coin supply, so they're going to vote for themselves. Their friends are going to vote for them. So it's just voting process that they put together, which will allow them to keep control, allow them to get the 38% of the initial supply. You guys tell me. And then they don't have no responsibility. Like if they exit scam people, and I'm not saying they are. I mean, the people that did this, extremely credible, and they're going to continue to make this project really good. Again, Bored Ape Yacht Club is one of the best collections, if not the best collection on planet Earth when it comes to NFTs. If there is a team that could do it, they will likely be able to do it. But the point is that they're going through these like loopholes that nobody else can go through, and they're taking advantage. And I don't think it's cool to mint 38% of the supply for yourself. You should put that into like some type of contract or something like that. But yeah, basically the law goes, you have to pass the Howey test, and it has to be more decentralized than Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, if you're a company like me, for example, and we have FS, fundamental secrets. If you guys want to get access, $5 for 5 days, we do coaching in cryptocurrency, my coin calls, as well as so much more information. Click the link below. But for my company, if I want to go through funding, as you can see here, I could do like regulation crowdfunding. I could put it on a website and say, hey, let me, raise some funds, but I'm held responsible. I am literally held responsible. If I get more than $107,000, an independent CPA must review the company's financials for the past 2 fiscal years or since incorporation, right? So in order to raise 1 point whatever million, a financial audit is required. So again, if I want to raise $1 million, I have to get a financial audit. If I make more than 100K, I have to get an independent CPA to look at my financials. I can't just exit scam people at all, right? Crowdfunding is a good thing for like regular companies, and has allowed entrepreneurs to flourish. But in cryptocurrency, this is on a whole nother level. Imagine being able to take your credibility, mint tokens out of thin air, take 38% of the supply, increase the value of a coin by launching it on centralized exchanges. Then retail buys it, price goes up, you exit or sell hundreds of millions of dollars onto the centralized exchanges, and then having no responsibility over the financials at all. If this is not an infinite glitch money, GTA 5, buy whatever you want, do whatever you want type of cheat code, I don't know what is. And I do think in the future, they're probably going to stop all of this. It's just the truth. Now, let me really quickly explain to you one more time, okay? In 2017, we had ICOs. ICOs, okay, initial coin offering, allowed you to sell your token and receive Ethereum. Now, this was outlawed basically, okay? You have to go through a lot of regulation to run an ICO legally in today's day and age. The way they circumvent this or pass these laws is by offering an airdrop. They give you the tokens away for free. When they give you the tokens away for free, they basically say, I have no responsibility over this project, but they are allowed to mint less than half of the supply, okay, and I think some cases more. They're allowed to mint the supply and keep it for themselves for launching the project, and then they kind of let it go, even though they have all the voting power, they have all the coins, they have all the staking power. If there is a staking mechanism, they can essentially vote themselves into power, even though they could do that, okay? They don't have responsibility of the project, basically. And if it goes belly up and it exit scams, well, again, they are not held responsible, and it is not a security. And this thing is probably going to be outlawed in the future. So I just wanted to kind of update my audience. Maybe you could do it for yourself. Maybe you could build a product. It usually comes from credibility. You definitely have to have money, and you definitely have to have people in the higher ups of crypto that will essentially allow you to do this, to get by like Coinbase liquidity or Coinbase research protocols, so you can get exit liquidity and stuff like that. So in general, I don't know if it's for the regular person, but this glitch has to stop somehow. There's one thing I wanted to show you guys too. Again, all of the links to everything I talked about in this video will be on this landing page here. I'll leave the link in the pinned comment below, so check that out. You can essentially get, again, all of the clickable links, and I'll be doing this with certain videos, so you can kind of get something for free, and you can research it for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it, or you can download the links and follow along with me in the video so that you can remember for the future. And this is, again, a gift to you guys, 100% free. I'm not really asking for money at all. But yeah, check that link below. That's it for this video. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism. Subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, if you don't get with it, you will get left behind. I hope you like my new office. I'm gonna be chilling. We're working more remote. We don't have a warehouse anymore. I like this remote type of vibe. Honestly, I get to hang out with my babies, and I feel grateful to be alive. I hope you guys are doing good. Catch you guys in the next video.